All right, everybody, welcome. This is JRock, your host, and I'm doing a live trading session just to show you what we're looking at right now and a continuation, since obviously the moving average strategy is what I use 100% of the time, and it is just needed to be understood by more people. And you have a lot of light bulbs going off with many people that are catching on and seeing and understanding. I want you to be able to see and understand as well. I am in a sell on EurCad right now. I got into it a little bit ago, and then I stacked an order. Went a little bit heavier. Normally you get in and then you add to it. You don't go as heavy as I did, but I felt the continuation would come. So let me just, I got my take profit down below, and I'll show you why I have that down there in a second. I would love to turn those notifications off, but they'll keep coming. All right. So EurCad, I know that we called a continuation buy, but actually I told you that it could go up there, you see on the trend, but I said it could fall, it could run. Everything showed a continuation. We may still go back up from here, but we did push up higher on the week, and then all of a sudden it started falling on the weekly candle, which started Sunday evening. So we pushed up, and then we started falling last night. So here's the big one-day drop, and you see where I put my take profit line. If you know what that line is on my chart, that orange line is your 10-day moving average, 10-period moving average. We're on the day chart, so that's why it's a 10-day. So I put it a little bit above that line because I'm compensating for the spread. And the spread on EurCad is about 2, I believe. Let me see. 1.6. So you see right here where it says 16, that's actually 1.6. It is counting the micro pip at the end, which we don't count in calculation. So for the, turn that down there. For the spread, I've actually got it quite a bit higher than the line. The line is going to probably bounce off somewhere around there. 159.88, I could do it at 159. I actually did it at 159.92. I gave myself about 4 points. Give yourself a little wiggle room, and I do believe that it'll come down there. Now let's go ahead and look at the H4 chart, and you see how it's just plummeting. Went right down below the 34, which is your yellow line right there in the middle, the 34 simple moving average on the H4 chart. And we have a little confluence right here with the 50 period moving average on H4 chart, about 159.83. I would rely more on, as I tell you more often than not, the longer time frame, day, week, and month. The moving averages are a stronger level of support or resistance. So if you have 159.83 on H4, but you've got 159.88 on the day chart, I'd go with the day chart all day long as your bounce point. Let's look at the week. Well, the week doesn't have anything for a long way, another 100. Let's see, yeah, about 155 points. So we've got a long way to go down there, and then the month, nothing in sight unless you start doing Fibonacci retracements. And just to show you what a Fibonacci retracement looks like on the month time frame, if I tap on my flywheel, circle, square, triangle, plus scroll up, Fibonacci retracement, I'm going to put it at the lowest low, pull all the way up to the highest point, set your Fibonacci retracement, and that is from the start of a defined run all the way up to the end to the highest point. And you could do it opposite. If it's going down, you'd start at the top and come down, but you'd have to know where a defined run began, and there it is down there. There's the peak. So we don't see a Fibonacci level until way down here on the month time frame, 155.92. So that's an insignificant Fibonacci on the monthly time frame. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down to H1. H1, what a beauty. When it got under those moving averages and it started holding under that 5 period, it bounced right here off of the 20, which is your Bollinger Band midline. I don't have the Bollinger Band lines out here. I took them off just to help you get a little idea. And so you could see clearer. Give me 1 second and let me see what's going on over here. Make sure we have, okay, we passed the 100 mark, so we're good. I want to make sure I was in a room that could do a lot more than 100. So if we get kicked off, it's because I'm on IML official Zoom, and the recording would end if I got booted by somebody else coming on. So I took my chances. Anyway, so there you go. You see it bounced off of the 20 right there and then bounced up. It doesn't matter where it wicks. It matters where the candle closes. So this would have been prime target right here. Once you saw this on the 1 hour time frame, you saw that candle get under there, and then it squeezed under the body of the candle, squeezed in here. Then the next candle started falling, and it couldn't get up and go right here. Well, it's under the 10. So that's under your 10. That's under your 5 and 10. And this is, well, under the 5 and 10 as well, this one right here. Then it came all the way down, and look at that perfect bounce off of H1. I tell you, H1 is a powerful time frame to go by to help you stay into trades longer. I posted in the web analyzer today, stop cutting your profits short and letting your losses run. Learn to read the moving averages, and you will start banking. You'll start sending me roses and strawberries. Men, don't send me anything but money. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't need anything else from you. I really don't need your money, but if you want to send me something, that's just how people like to show their appreciation. But anyway, comes all the way down here, and then wow, I did not know my audio was off. Sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I did not do my notifications. Let me do not disturb here. Block that. Technology is great, but sometimes. All right. So as you see, I'm in a sell on this, and it's continued to hold under the 5-period moving average. And I tell you, here's the first test. So when it started falling off, you know, when it started falling off, let me zoom out here. All right. So it dropped here, dropped there, and then came to the second one it tested, and then it fell all the way through. Then we have another drop down here, which you had this little support coming up. So you got that one. Then it bounced back up into the 5 again, and then a big drop straight down. Well, then it bounced back up into the 100 on the 1 hour time frame. Then we had another drop off, back up, still hesitated. So it didn't quite touch the 10 right here on this first retest. So we haven't come to that point where it's even on the 1 hour time frame where it's even bounced up into the 10 or traded sideways into the 10. It's going to do one of those. And then when it does, it's going to come down again. So we're definitely in a nice free fall on EurCad. And I believe it will continue to fall. I told you why my take profit is where it's at. It's not very far from here. It's about 40 pips. This was, I'll just show you, this was an account that started at $1,000 yesterday for someone. And just slow and steady. I had one miss right here because I typed the wrong stop loss. I put 221 when I meant to put 210, and I would have made a few pennies. I just wanted out of that trade. But slow and steady, boom, 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 you know, profit after profit. As long as you know what you're doing, play it nice and slow, taking pips. And $1,000, let's see, we loaded that yesterday, 319 at 15:31. The market opened today's Tuesday. So we did that Monday morning. Don't remember what time, but started around 9 a.m. So it's been about 18 hours, and I have to do it slow and steady just to prove this to these guys. And so 63% return in 18 hours on a $1,000 account that will potentially be a multi-million-dollar account. and I'm just showing them it can be done in a matter of hours. They're used to 6 to 10% or 20% a year on their money, and to see me turn a small amount into large amounts on the Forex market without having any major drawdown or losses blows them away. And they say, well, how do you do it? Moving average strategy. So I'm currently in another 2 trades. I'm not pressing my luck. I'm just making small gains here and there, continuing to grow the account. We're at 64%. It's bounced up a little bit. If I go to the 1 minute time frame, because we got about 24 minutes into the close of the session, but we're about to drop again. So I could even do another one. This is a nice little pullback, and I could do another, let's just say 50. You can follow me if you want. I'm not going to push too hard on the free margin because I'm proving a point. All right, so we're up currently $24 on this trade. And I said if I would have caught it a minute ago when it popped up, I'd already be profitable right now on that last trade. So just a slow stack. I didn't have to do the one. I wanted to do the one at the beginning, but I said, the one lot right there in the middle, I could have done it where the 0.25 was, but I said, let me ease into this trade, because the tendency we have is to go heavy at first. And I wanted to teach you guys, go slow, let it develop, and you'll be all right. Now, let me go ahead and put a take profit on this one. I did 1.59920. I'm going to do the same thing on this last order, 1.59920. And not going to do a stop loss because I know it's going to drop. I mean, it could run up, but I'm pretty confident. Pretty darn confident it's going to drop, because the moving averages all tell me that it's going to continue down, because you go and look at the week. We got nice floor below us. It could come all the way down here by Friday. Could come all the way down here. Could come all the way down here. A big monster drop-off could take place. I still believe, based on the monthly time frame, that we could go up. But what if we don't? What if this candle right here ends up looking like this candle right here? Man, wouldn't that be a beauty? I'm selling myself. I'm taking profit right here when it could come all the way down here, or even end up being a red one like this one. Wouldn't that be a doozy? It was a red one just like that right there, and then we came way down here. I'm taking my profit right here. I might want to reconsider. But one of the things I tell you is, don't be afraid to take profit. There's no such thing as a bad profit. Also, don't cut your profit short. So how do we do that? How do we combine the two? Well, let me go back to the day chart. I'm doing what's called a bounce play. So I am timing or anticipating the bounce to be off of that moving average on the day chart. And when that happens, then it's going to probably bounce up a little bit. Where will it bounce to? So if it comes here, then the next day candle is going, or actually, we got 24 minutes. So this may not come all the way down here in 24 minutes. It could. But let's say it doesn't. Then the next candle, here comes the 5 around like this. The next candle opens here, and then it may run up there and come back down and bounce first off of here and then come way down. And so we put in another longer body, and here comes the 5, or the 20, I'm sorry. This is a 10 coming around here. Then bounces off and then comes up and closes right here. Then we may get a nice bounce up green candle on Thursday like that. So let me do some colors in here, and that way you can see. All right, so nice green candle may happen here, and then a nice red candle may happen here. So I'm just anticipating what may play out over the next couple of days, several hours of trading. So that's what I think may happen. And then we'll get another candle, boop, that could come all the way down here. Because like I said, we could get a long drop for the week. So we're currently in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And this Friday could come way down here. Just depends on how long it's going to be, because you see how long that one is. Well, that didn't work out too well. Move that over there. There you go. You see how long that candle is right there. So the same thing could happen here. Get a nice long candle. That'd be nice to ride that bad boy all the way down. So let's go ahead and move on back. Oh, wow. Nice. Boop. Y'all should be in the money. Show me the money, baby. All moving averages. I just use moving average. People say, well, it's too complicated. You went to elementary, you learned to draw in between the lines. Well, all we're doing is trading in between the lines, baby. It ain't that difficult to look at certain lines. You got light blue, yellow, purple, red, orange, white. I don't even have Bollinger Bands on here to confuse you, but bless your little heart. If you don't know how to color in between the lines, you need to go back and read some elementary books or ask your 5-year-old or 8-year-old, can you show dad or mom how to do this? How do these candles stay in between these lines? Can you color? And they'll color nice little red. Your 5-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, they probably trade better than you by just looking at it because it's simple. It's not that hard. All right, so we're up about $75. So I'm up 71% in 2 days, 18 hours. So these guys are going to be pretty darn happy, and I'm doing it nice, slow, and steady. Why do you think it's going to keep going down? I already showed you. On the day chart, we're still coming down. Got room right there. H4 chart still coming down. We're going to get a bounce. But don't play the bounce too hard because don't know where it's going to be. But I want to play the bounce right off of this H4 chart right there. And it'll probably come right back up to this level, 160, maybe all the way up here, 160.50. Ooh. Just riding the wave, riding the bounce. H1, beautiful. Still holding under that 5 and 10 period. It's going to keep coming down. 30-minute time frame is a great time frame as well. And the 30-minute is where you'll generally get your test. Look at that right there in the middle. Can you see that? Man, if you can't see how moving averages are I don't know what to tell you. Might have to bring a spoon, and I'll try to spoon feed you. But look at how it holds under those moving averages all the way down. And back that one up. Right there, all the way down. This is kind of the first test. But why? Because it came just under that 200 on the 30-minute time frame. That's your 200 right there. Then it bounced up a little bit, and then it traded sideways, came up just a tad, and then all the way it fell through, stayed under. And then we got to say, well, what caused it to stop there? So I'm going to look at that for a second and say that is around 160.29. So what time frame would have caused it to stop there? Let's go through and find 160.29. Not there. Not there. Not on the day chart. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. 160.29. Not on that chart. 5-minute time frame. What was going on there? Nothing, nothing, nothing. I'm not really seeing anything on a time frame that would cause it to stop at 160.29 and bounce back up. So what I'm guessing is it is a price level. So if I draw, I'm going to put in a horizontal line at 160.29, right around there. That should be good enough. All right. I'm going to set that line by tapping it, and I'm going to scroll back in time and see. Let me go to the H4 time frame. On that 160.29 level, is there anything going on back further that might have caused that? Nope. Let me go to the day chart. 160.29. Okay, on the day chart, that's pretty darn close to that level of resistance right there. So that could be why. You see that right there? Let me show you. So it doesn't matter where it wicks, it matters where the candle closes. So we were finding some resistance at this level. So that is going to be your first general bounce point. Now it bounced above those a little bit, so you always want to compensate. What I mean by that is make sure you don't try to squeeze every last drop out of it. So those hit the resistance level at about 160.24. So give it about 7-10 pips off of the bounce zone. It may not come all the way right back to that point. And I can find that by the close. So the close was 1.6024, that number up at the top, right in the middle of your screen. Your numbers go across, OHLC. OHLC. I tell you time and time again, open, high, low, close. That's for each candle that you're on. So those numbers are going to fluctuate based on the number that you are on. So this candle Numbers change from this candle. Numbers change from that candle. Numbers change because it's giving you the open, high, low, and close, OHLC, of each candle, and it changes from time frame to time frame. Now, let's go on back over here. I see we're dropping a little bit, 1,606. We got about 20 points off of my take profit. And we got about 15 minutes till close. All right, so we're going to drop into close. That bad boy may gap down. But like I said, it's going to bounce off of there and then come back up, and I'm going to get in again for a downside because I'm pretty sure that we may keep coming down for the week. And then again, the bottom could just fall out. One of the ways you do it, you just lower your take profit. So, I mean, yeah, just keep bringing your stop loss down. So I don't have a stop loss right now. I can put a stop loss right here, 1,600.09. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to do 1,600.09, modify order, 1,600.09. Pop up, baby. So if it pops up and takes me out, oh well. I'm happy with what I got. 1,600.90. And then as it keeps tumbling, I'm going to keep adjusting my stop loss down, down, down. And you got to give it a little wiggle room because sometimes it'll pop up. Let me jump over to the 1 minute. So it may pop up and take me out right here. And if it does, it's okay. So it jumped up pretty quick. Probably all you folks putting in your stop loss triggered that market maker shark blood in the water. So, you know, sometimes you want to give it a little wiggle room so that if it does jump up, it doesn't take you out because it'll drop again. But, you know, I'm good. Let's look at that. So today, let's see. Today on this little $1,000 account, profit about $400. So 40% today, and we're up a total of the week 72.6%. That's pretty good for guys that have millions of dollars. All they want to do is see percentages. And this was a real account. There you go, real. Boop. I don't have time for demo accounts. So hold on 1 second and let me jump over real quick to another account. I'm going to leave that alone. All right. Come on back to you. And 1 second here. And I'm going to jump over here to 1 second. Let me find my screen share. Come on. All right. So there we go. All right, EurCad. So I got in on this one earlier as well on this account. So that was when I had a bad day earlier in the week. But today, let's see, where are we at? Yeah, $76 up on this account. So I actually had, let's see, custom. There you go. Yeah, so 264 because I missed EurCad on the buy and it dropped on me way back. And then I had to come back and bounce back. So I made 700 on the bounce back. And today, only up 75. So that was what? Come on. Stop playing with me. March 19th. Was that today? Yesterday. Okay, so I dropped 400 and then I made 700. So 246, I'm up 78. And this account overall, the last 3 months, we're up 5,300. We did a withdrawal of 2,300. This is another real account. And looking pretty good. I'm not going to move. Let's see. I didn't even put a take profit on this one. Put a take profit here. Yep. 1,610. I'm going to do 12. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone because I know it's going to come down. Take profit. 15992, I think is what I said. I think it go to 88. I gave it about 4 points. I'm actually going to give it 12. And I got in at 160.20, so that'll be about 8 pips if it doesn't work out at this $80. But it's bouncing up a little bit. Let me just leave it. I'm not going to put a stop loss in there because we're coming toward the end of the day, and the spread is going to start widening as we got 12 minutes. They're going to buyers and sellers are wrapping up and going out. So it's going to widen the spread, and then it may jump or it may drop hard. But hopefully it drops hard into the close and fills that take profit right down there. There you go. So on the 5-minute time frame, you see we're still holding nicely under the 10. So it dropped, bounced up into the 10. Now it's dropping again, and it probably will drop one more time going into the close. 15-minute time frame. Man, still holding nicely. There you go. You have a nice solid resistance there on the 20-period moving average, your Bollinger Band midline on the 15-minute time frame. Dropped off, trended sideways. So that was a whole dead area for about 2 hours. 4, 8, 12, 3.5 hours dead. And then I got in right as I said that thing is about to drop. And I did that. Why did I get in right here? Let's see. Come on, flywheel. Why didn't I got in right around that area. And I'll show you just in case you're wondering. So the time 23:04 is when I got in. And let's go to the 1-minute time frame. Back that up. Let's find 23:04 right there. So that's where I got in right as it was about to drop. And I said, this has been trading sideways all this time, trending, and it was waiting on the 1-minute time frame or another time frame for right there for that 200 to catch up to it. But let me go to another time frame. I think I saw it on that other time frame. Maybe that was it right there. 15. Okay, that might have been it right there. 23:04. Let's see. Yeah, so I got in right here on this. So I looked at the 30-minute time frame, and then this is what I saw that we were putting in a nice little bottom, and that we were closing below the 5, and then right here we were below the 5, and it did not look like it was going to pop up because everything was under these moving averages. So I said, it's going to come down, and we're going to be good. So I went ahead, and then that's my 10-day moving average on the daily chart, 10 MA. So I said, that thing is going to keep coming down. We're good. No worries. All right. I think it does look good to continue into close. 10 more minutes. It could potentially drop right through and fill that order, and it looks like it will. But what I'm going to do is, because we're getting so close to close that it may pop up, I'm going to go ahead and do my stop loss on this one at 160.11. 160.11, come on. All right. So just in case it gets a wild hair and decides to run up 30 pips, I'm going to lock in that profit. I'm giving a little wiggle room, giving up some profit just in case that it needs to bounce up just a little bit more, but not touch me, but it could. And saying, you know, if you want to drop, if it drops the next level, then I'm going to bring my stop loss maybe down here at this level. It just depends on what it's looking like. I'm hoping that it drops and fills that order down below it, 59.88. Looking good. And I may, if it doesn't, And you could always take profit at any time. I tell you time and time again, self-manage your trades. I'm not always around. If you don't know how to trade, you need to be in the demo. You need to be in the newbie class, in the newbie chat room, talking to people and learning. But you can't constantly be coming and asking me, sending me messages. I'm not going to answer them. I get way too many about other things. So I don't have the patience to answer a lot of beginner questions. I've got a lot of great admins and other students that are in my other folks that are in my chat rooms that will answer basic questions for you. I'm mainly helping the intermediate and advanced that have spent time pouring into IML Academy and learning from their videos and giving them the next level trading, even with the paid mentorship, one-on-one private training. And pretty much whenever you pay me $450 for 3 hours, you may make it in your first 30 minutes of trading with me in a private mentoring session. Make it all back plus some. So I try to make sure that you get out of the mentoring session your money back, so it is worth your while. It's not always going to happen, but potential is there. So I'm going to go ahead and move this down. It looks like it's going to go to next level down. So I'm going to go to 1. I'm going to wait to see for this candle to turn back down. And see, we're close to 160. This is a hard, solid, whole amount, 1.60, the whole 10-cent amount. So when you get to levels like this, those are like century marks, 600, 6,000, millennium mark, whatever you want to call it. But in stocks, whole dollar amounts, $10 amounts, and $100 amounts are hard levels of resistance and support. So here, you know, it's going to try to test it just a little bit, and then maybe momentum will take it right down through it, and then it'll come right back above it. Sometimes it'll take it 10 or 20 pips below it. So I'm good with 88. But I'm just contemplating where I'm going to put my, maybe move my stop loss down a little bit to 107. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. It may not take it. 107. Yep, so I'm about 5 off. I'm just going to do it just in case. You say, well, why don't you take your profit right now? Because it may go back down and I may be okay. I could take profit and then, you know, take profit right now and get about 0.6, 0.8 micro pips from 6.2 to 7. Or I could just set it there and see maybe it won't hit it and it'll turn and come down and I capture another 10 or 20 pips. So you just kind of give a good estimation where you think it is going to hold tight at. And, you know, it's kind of a mind game. You against the market maker, you're trying to anticipate what they're going to do. You don't want it to run up 20 points in the last 5 minutes and take a lot of your profit back. So you're kind of keeping it close. That's what I call a tight stop loss. So now it looks like it wants to come down to the next level. So if it does drop one more, I'm going to move my stop loss to 1.60. I'll do that right now to 2 when it drops. Let it go down one more. And every time you get close to the hour time frame or a change of H4 candles, H1 candle, day candle, you get a lot more volatility, a lot longer candles. And that's the time to make some good money right at the end of the session. But you got to be careful not to get caught in the reversal. So there you go. I'm going to move it down to 04. Boop, boop, boop. All right, so I'll tighten that up one more. You want to jump up to take me out, that's no problem. If not, drop again. And I'm going to grab some more pips. So that's called self-managing your trade, tightening up that stop loss. All right, going down, boom. Come on, let's go. Give me some more, baby. I'll tighten that up just one more. I'm just going for it. Boom. Grab me another 2 pips. Say, why don't you take profit? I told you. I can if I want to, but why not keep tightening it up? If it's going to keep falling, I'll keep adding to it. So I could grab 2 more right now if I want to say, okay, I'm done. We're close enough to the end, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me, come on. All right, I'm done. I'm happy with that. Boop. Goodbye. All right. So what did it lock me out at? On 59.98. So I captured right at the end there. Real good. All right, guys. So that's how it works. That's how it looks. I got to go pick up my kids from school. So I hope that was a nice little blessing for you today. Capture some pips right at the end of the trading session. And I'm going to end the share. And I'll jump over to the chat room and talk to you real quick. And let me end the, well, I'm going to leave the recording going so that I can go and answer some questions. We have 153 folks in here. Hang on one second. All right, so start from the beginning. What's going on, David? And Sorry about that. It kicked me off there. Let me come back to you, chat room. Oh man, it just wiped out all the chat that I had on there. Sorry about that, guys. The newbie chat is t.me, telegram.me/Kryptos with a K, Kryptos, newbie, NEWBIE. Those are my chat rooms. Or you can go t.me/JRock Forex. All right, if somebody knows the chat room, they can type it in. All of my links are in my broadcast channel at the top in the pinned message. You'll see the links for all the other chat rooms. I got a Spanish channel. I've got a newbie channel. I've got a prayer room. I've got regular channel, a crypto channel, a broadcast channel, and a signals channel. So, Whidbey, Q Whidbey, you see the light. Amen. I'm glad, and I hope that you make a lot of money, my friend. Just be conservative. Take your time. Don't try to kill it, and you will be all right. So it has to be below or above the 5 and 10 to confirm entry. Yeah, to a degree. You know, it depends on if you want to time, but if you're doing a conservative confirmation, correct. Below the 5 or 10, and things will work out in your favor as you continue to watch. All right, Tiffany, I actually have that in my DVD as well, coloring inside the lines, coloring outside the lines. So got the DVD for sale in my chat room, Kryptos chat, $50. I spent $30,000 on my professional trading education in 10 years, and hundreds of thousands of dollars I went through learning how to trade, but I was a high roller. And I combined that into a 3-hour DVD to teach you technical analysis. I'm at a different level now, obviously, but that lays the foundation for you. And then I have other information that I'm going to get out eventually on Forex and more on the web analyzer to come. Then we'll translate into Spanish and French into other languages as we go along. So Mitch, they're all SMAs, not EMAs. EMAs are exponential moving averages. I use the simple moving averages. Yes, Kryptos chat, Kryptos, not an N, Kryptos. All right. Whidbey, just send me a private message, sir. We'll talk. And hustle, flow, hustle, glow. Send me a message. All right, I'll check that out when I get a minute. I got a couple phone calls I need to make. And very good showing for me on a first time Zoom with you, Scott Fields. Bless you, my friend. And hopefully many more that you'll learn and see the light, that I'm not holding anything back. I'm going to share all of my tips, tricks, and secrets, and everything that I know with everybody that wants to learn and help to be a blessing to all of you so that you can get out of debt and hopefully you spend your money wisely and you help other people that are in need as you continue to learn this multi-million-dollar skill set. All right. Mitch, you got to go to my chat room, and it's in my chat room pin message at the top of the screen, and you'll see it in that first message. Also, you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/C as in Charlie /JRock Forex. youtube.com/C/JRock Forex. And you will be able to find MetaTrader 4 setup video down in there. And it will show you how I set up my MetaTrader with these moving averages, Bollinger Bands. All right, Diana, amen to you. All right, guys, y'all have a blessed day. I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. Pick up my kids and spend a little time with them before I fly out to Grand Cayman tomorrow for an exciting seminar on Thursday. Gonna have a private meeting. So if you know anybody in Grand Cayman, spread the word. Go to my Facebook page, share my posts on the seminars. Be a blessing to others as I am a blessing to you. Got an old Asian proverb that says, if you find a better way and you do not share it with your friends and family, you have insulted humanity. You are an insult to humanity. All right. So be willing to share. Bless other people with the knowledge that you've given. Help others that have knowledge to give. Help share my my posts on Facebook and in the chat room. You know, if you make money, post a screenshot on Facebook, tag me in it. You need to send me a message if you want to friend me, because I've got like 800 friend requests, and a lot of them are prostitutes from around the world, and some of them are men that want to marry me. I'm not going to friend request any of those. But if you're in IML, I'll be glad to friend you. If you're serious about learning to trade, you got to send me a message saying, please accept my friend request. I'll find you and accept your friend request. But share my posts, tag me on screenshots, and give me a shout out saying thank you for helping you make money and show you how to make money. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. It will continue to bring people to the platform, and you can also get your 2 free that way by using the power of a master trader as leverage, saying this is your mentor that is teaching you. You get to watch him live and learn how to trade right along with him, and you're doing it all for free. That I'm not charging you a dime when you get on my free live Zooms. So nobody's paying me to do this. I do it for free as a blessing. I do private mentoring sessions for $450 for 3 hours, 2 1.5-hour sessions for people that are interested to only have me tied down for 1.5 hours 2 times for the week. And I am doing that. I'll do that maybe 3 times out of the week for different groups or people. If you got a few friends you want to get together, 5 friends, you get together and split $100 each, then I'll do it like that. Excuse me. But that should be it. So be a blessing to others as I'm a blessing to you. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless you. JRock over and out.